Hey, everybody. Whoops. Here we go. Okay. So, looky. Look on the screen. Wow, look at that. Nice day in the neighborhood. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I hope the ninjas don't start shooting and make this someone's last day. While there's a mattress, let's see, safe street to take a walk on, huh? Maybe get the baby and go for a nice brisk walk in the neighborhood. Not exactly a desired area. Yeah, totally got it. But the conversation I want to have, not going to be a very pleasant one, and I know some people are going to get a little mad. It's okay, I understand. But sometimes poverty is a choice. Sometimes we don't want to face it. We are choosing this lifestyle right on this screen. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah, we're choosing this. Sometimes poverty is a choice. So there was this video that I saw. It was actually a documentary. And oh my gosh, it was like in the public housing unit, I think in Chicago in the 60s. And then someone sent me on a prior video, you should check this out. And oh my God, I'm looking at it. And a lady said something that was like shocking. And she was like, oh, yeah, you're on the fixed income and you got to take care of the children. You got to take care of him too. No, you don't. Then I was watching The Shy, that show. Go Candy, Burris. I was catching up on The Shy, and they were having a meeting how um, I guess the developer wanted to land the apartment building. And so all of a sudden there were all these infractions, and the tenants were being adversely affected by it. Like one lady, she was like, "Oh, I let my boyfriend stay over for 2 weeks, and he only stayed over for past 2 weeks because where she lives, and they're all in the public housing unit. Where she lives, where they get reduced rent. So where she lives, his job is closer, so he works overtime." And he stayed there for the night, and it was over the 2 week period. And so then she was facing eviction. Meanwhile, was there a grandmother, and she said she had her grandson stay with her for a little bit, and he wasn't on the lease, and I guess he was a troubled kid. And for whatever reason, oh my gosh, he was in violation, and they signed her up for eviction. One lady was saying, "Oh, my husband, it was his anniversary, and he was a little tipsy coming up the steps, and they said it was drunk, just a little tipsy on the steps, and they're facing eviction." And everyone, and that right there was like, I understand the rules are the rules, but here's the part, and life comes, uh, TV comes from real life. But here's the part that I took from it that wasn't addressed in the show. You know how you see something and it triggers another thinking process? And I thought about it. If this is truly what the housing is doing, and again, in this case here, they just simply wanted that area, okay? They want to get those people out of that apartment complex so a developer could mow it, tear it down and start afresh. And I thought about it, and let's just play devil's advocate. Is it possible, with regard to the boyfriend spending the night past 2 weeks, so he can work overtime, the grandmother with her grandson, And the black man that had a little drink on his anniversary was a little tipsy, and it was, oh, he's drunk, he can't stay here, da, 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 da. If you looked at it, all those infractions were basically stemming from the men. All those infractions stemming from the men. And I thought about it in real life, not relating to the show. Is it possible that maybe they have those rules there because if we're going to be honest about it and have the conversation and not lie and not delude ourselves, is it possible that those rules are there to keep the men out because they know 9 times out of there you're on public housing because of your man? Is that possible? You didn't get yourself pregnant. You didn't eat a wrong pepperoni pizza or an apple and go, oh my God, stomach mumps. And in Dusty fashion, he's out to lunch. He might be out to lunch for the next 5-10 years. So being devil's advocate, people say, oh, that is not right. That's not fair. Come on. I understand your point. But is it possible? They figure you're in this position because of your man. You have children, and now let's go to Zaddy and go, oh, hey, I've got children and I've nowhere to go. I've been deserted by my man, so just me and the kids, and I really need somewhere to go. And they come with a voucher, you go in the program, and I get some food and pay some utilities. Got Zaddy playing daddy. So maybe that's why. Maybe they're thinking, uh-oh, her boyfriend stayed over 2 weeks. It's been over 2 weeks. Oh, no, she might get pregnant. He might try to move in. Now you want a Section 8 program because of a man, so they're finna stop it. Maybe that's a possibility. And I think it is. See, in the black community, black women, you think you have a bad rep. Newsflash, only in the black community, you don't have a bad rep. The world is watching. Everybody sees who's doing the working. Everybody sees who's doing the robbing and the murking. Facts. From teenagers from 11 to 55, 65. Old dust buckets. The world is watching. So that's why I said leave Blackistan, the thinking process. They want you to think that you're nothing. No, everybody knows who at the bottom. Boo-boo, it's not you. It might be your boo. So sometimes poverty is a choice. Why? How do I say that? How many times we got to be a baby mama? I was in a place today and I saw a young black girl. This girl has to be, I don't even think I'd be surprised that she's even 15 with her mama. I'm assuming a younger brother. She's sitting up there with her little leggings on, a bonnet on her head. Shirt looked too little. She stands up, got a big old baby bump. I don't delude myself going, oh my gosh, how far along are you? Because I really don't care. I wonder how the hell did we get there? 2022, you know how these guys do. She got a baby bump. Clothes, I said, look at this. Don't even have on proper clothing. The shirt was too little, and it was stretching because she was like really out there. It looked like the baby had dropped, but she was a little woman. Child, she didn't have a decent shirt on. You could see her belly at the bottom. It was sticking out from underneath the shirt. No decent clothing. I said, look at this. 2022. Mom, I got to look at you. And then sometimes women are going to do what they want to do. So I can't feel sorry for her or something happened. Oh, no. You chose that. Sometimes poverty is a choice. And when women can see, especially in the black community, It's the same MO over and over and over again, and you still get pregnant by these low budget, low performing, dust bucket, broke men. And some people are not just broke, besides financial, which we know that, but a lot of people are also broken mentally, and that's a bigger problem. Self-hatred, broken mentally, spiritually, demonically, and financially, and you sitting up here picking this up and having you a child. And then you want somebody to have some sympathy for you. I need somebody to help me. So that's why I say sometimes, a lot of times, poverty is a choice. You can make it better. Let's say you lose a job. Well, if it's just you can put your things in storage. You might can serve couch with some friends or relatives. But you sitting up here bringing a baby and some cheering. That's a game changer. When I see a woman, especially a black woman with 3 and 4 kids, ain't never been married, and she up here struggling, I have to, baby, you chose that. And those kind, I know you can't tell me nothing. Well, guess what? Since no one can tell you nothing, how about you stop asking people for something? 3 or 4 kids you chosen. Well, I've been holding it down, but you know life is fragile. Life is full of change. Anything can happen. Sometimes poverty is a choice. Because you already know, like I told a friend of mine, we had a difference. I said, and I think she felt some kind of way because she was a baby mama one while, but she did get married later. I said, but I have to question who's just sitting up here willy nilly getting pregnant by a black man. Who? Something's wrong with your head. You know the struggle bus, been on it. I said, something's wrong with these women. Why did it gonna happen a second time? Okay, but it happened a second time and a third and fourth time. So that right there, I hate to tell you, you chose poverty. We have to have accountability. I lost, well, I'm not going to say lost because I haven't. It's unrealized gains, unrealized losses. I lost some money in the stock market. I already told you, over $100,000. But I chose to put that money in the stock market. I heard last year the hedge fund manager said, hey, we're pulling out of the market. Yes, we are pulling completely out of the market. I heard it with my own ears more than one time. A friend of mine, a black man, he put his money. I said, you're going to pull all the money out of the market. And he's got way more than me, honey. I have never been rich like how he's gotten. Oh, no. This brother, he'll be traveling, Dubai and all of that. I've never done that. So I heard the hedge fund manager say it. I heard it on Squawk Box. I kept my money in there. Hindsight, I wish I had taken it out because I wouldn't be down $100,000, which my poor behind showed enough for like my money. All right. For me, a little bitty person, I'm just, I consider myself, I'm not like poor like derelict. I won't, I probably can't get I don't know, any government programs, but I'm saying poor little me. So I chose to stay and not liquidate the stock accounts. Simply at a loss right now. Some kind of coming up a little bit. It's up and down. It's the chance I took, but I also chose to invest in the stock market. I did that. And I sure as hell have made more than I put in. When besides this major loss. Accountability. I had the option. I didn't take the money out. I didn't. I had some people I know they're rich. I did what they did. But then I kept a little something for myself in case something happened. So I made that decision. And I can get mad and talk about, oh my God, the stock is down. Oh my God, the market is down. But at the end of the day, there's accountability. I made a decision. I heard those hedge fund managers saying they're taking their retirees out. And I'm way off from retirement, trust and believe. I don't know if my voice sounds older, but honey, child, I'm not near retirement. Nah. We got away. Decades. So it's accountability. So just like I heard those hedge fund managers saying the people that are retired weren't taking the money out of the market. I made my decision. Just like you see, when you're dealing with the seed of poverty D, you're going to be left holding the bag. Then you want to look at somebody and look so sad. I need some help, some help. No, you did this. Sorry to tell you. When you decide to go ahead and carry the seed of poverty D over and over and over again, you set up for a seat at the table of poverty. You chose poverty. You knew what kind of man when you had the first child by. You knew what it was when you were first dating him. And you still entertain it till a baby popped up. You got stomach mumps and he went out to lunch. And now he's gone. Typical Tyrone. Let him back in again. Had the baby. So far, you've been able to manage with your mama and your sisters and your cousin, and maybe your uncle or granddaddy or somebody. You doing okay. He come around again. She done got pregnant again. You chose poverty. Because you know the man is of no means. And even with these dust buckets, even if they have means, they're not trying to take care of you and those kids. They're just not. We have to face reality. Life happens. I totally get it. I get it. I've been separated. And even at that time, I said, well, I want to keep this place, why don't you go stay in the other place? And yeah, I've had help. I've had a husband to still pay for both places. I want to be over here. He paid for both. Well, I did my little business venture, do what I want to do, go to the beach. You understand? That's what a provider does. Now, people say, well, you could have got a job. That is so true. I could have got a job then. But I didn't. So we all make decisions. Later on, things change. I started doing some other kind of work and still have my side hustles. We're all making choices. What's that saying about Les Brown? Wherever you are today, at some point, you made an appointment to be there. So when you keep inviting dust into your life and you're carrying his seed and you know darn well the responsibility is going to be on you. At this point, we're at the point you can ask a fifth grader, so tell me, what normally happens if you, let's go to the hood. Let's go to the, if you have, and ask them, what happens if you have a child, typically, I hate to say it, but this would be honest, best to the sisters for by a black man. What are your chances? Are you going to more likely get married or be a single parent? A fifth grader knows the answer. So you 25, 30, and you don't know? Or maybe you know it, but you just want to ignore it. Well, I thought, no, let's be honest, you didn't think. These men have told us time and time again. I said to the same friend of mine, or I'll have to say ex-friend, I said, I don't see how any woman in Chicago with all that violence would get pregnant by one of those low performing dust buckets. I don't see how any woman in Chicago, you would think you have the lowest birth rate on the planet because I got to get the hell up out of here. But a minute, baby mama, she's there. How did it work for your mom and grandmama? So, boo, how do you think it's going to work for you? So sometimes, a lot of times, poverty is a choice. When you carry the seed of poverty, it is a choice. hmm It's a choice. He got a good heart and can't afford a piece of donut out of a donut shop. He got a good heart. He can't pay for $5 at the Dollar Tree without you coming to the rescue. He got a good heart. Then you look up, you're looking for other black women. I'm so tired of seeing this other black women to sit up here and come and take on his responsibility. Black women, and I know you got a heart and you're feeling for the kids. Sometimes it's just best to when you see you can't tell them anything, let them go ahead and fend for themselves. And you're going to have some women that are, hey, this happened, and they're handling things. But when you keep doing this, I just can't wrap my head around it. And it may sound cruel, but sometimes poverty is a choice. It's a choice by the decisions that we're making. hmm Like that man, I'll never forget, the one who inherited that land, got divorced, went and bought a trailer and put that trailer on that property. Now just him and the dog pay cash for it, making $88,000 a year. So all he has to pay is the insurance on the trailer, and I guess the taxes on the property. The insurance on that trailer, the taxes on the property, and the utilities. 88, and this has been years. If he kept that trailer and kept doing that, I'm like, wow. So now the land is paid for, and he paid for the trailer, and you making 88 a year. Oh yeah, and said he had a truck, and that was paid for. Sounds like he can floss. He can afford to be the boss, and it's just you and the dog to take care of. He gonna be all right. That's a man that plans. Some people, and the kids supposed to low person. Well, I ain't staying in no trailer. It's a minute. I already heard about somebody now. I've heard about Becky that I know. She done lost her condo. Then I'm heard about somebody had two vehicles that done already came pick up the Benz, and a person is still penniless. They're gonna come and pick up that other car too. Trying to front. I can't do that. Many of them thought that till they got that knock sheriff's office, and you got 15 minutes to get out. And they ain't trying to hear, but wait a minute. I ain't got to get my you got 15 minutes. And when they say 15 minutes, they mean exactly that. Grab what you can get, all your further sweet cheese. I'm trying here to tell you, it's not yours no more. When they put that padlock on the door, that's it. It's done. But you had the floss. You would have done better at least to have an estate sale. Well, I don't want the neighbor. What are they gonna know when they see you 15 minutes and the sheriff showing up? It's not like you moved. When they see them escorting you out, they're gonna already know what's up. And you want to play victim. I've seen them beautiful home. Oh, they were renting. You get evicted, get put out. Life happens. Again, it's just like driving a car and you keep them on that red light. And each time when that red light, dang, it's like the third time when I'm in that red light. I total my car out. Dang it. Oh gosh. Keep trying to see the poverty team. That's what you chose. There's a black woman out on the internet, on the news. She got 9 kids. I had 7. I took in 2 out of the goodness of my heart, and I can't be evicted. Oh, girl, the hell, you can't be evicted. You think they're playing with you. You think you're going to get on the news, and they haven't said, Jack, I haven't heard anything about her GoFundMe. So you think because you got 9 kids, well, 7 of them hers, and then 2 I took in the goodness of my heart, I can't be evicted. If you don't pay that rent, if someone doesn't come to the rescue, baby, trust them and leave. You can and you will be. That apartment complex never told you whether to stay free. I just can't be evicted. Oh, you can be. And she think about putting out there that she got 9 kids. Oh my God. I'm sorry, sir, I'm not giving you a dime because you chose that. Okay, 2 you took in. But you got 7 babies. Where's the man? Or in this case, 7 kids. Lord, I'm willing to say men at this point. Where's the man, or where's the man of the father of these children? Well, he ain't here, and that ain't none of your business. And the fact that you're going to be evicted is no one else's business, because you know why? I hate to say it. She made a decision. She gave birth 7 times. Girl, you must have low self-esteem, baby. So yeah, when you carry the seed of poverty, all I can say is that you made a life decision, you made a business decision. You did. You chose poverty. Nobody can be delusional at this point, especially what goes on in the BC. Nobody can be delusional. Well, I didn't know. Well, I thought what he said, a whole lot of them thought he said. We want to keep it real. We're keeping it real. Sometimes it's going wrong. But yeah, poverty, sometimes it is a choice. By the decisions that we've made a decision to go ahead and just, I'm going to carry the seat of poverty. I'm going to take a chance. All I know is I got my man. Okay. Black women, aren't you tired? And this goes to all women, but I say specifically to black women because I'm a black woman. Aren't you tired of suffering, being unappreciated? Don't you want to live free? Don't you want to? Don't you want to live free? You suffered enough. So when I saw that young girl, I remember back in the day, you would see a person pregnant, and I'm a little older now. I think, oh, she's having a baby. And when I see that, I don't think, oh, she's having a baby. How far along are you? Oh my God, no. All I saw was a choice of poverty, and I didn't think it was a good thing. I saw her standing next to me. I had nothing to say. All I saw is, look at this, young in the face. You can't be no more than 15. Look at your clothing. Everything is too tight. Not trying to be sexy. No, it's too tight because you don't have proper clothing because you probably don't have any money. And the mama just making it do what it do. Sure, it's a little bit too tight, stretching up with a baby bump, and you can see it embarrassing. With your bonnet on. Any potential she may have had, I just see is, well, I don't want to say it's over, but it pretty much is. Let's just say it's going to be temporarily delayed. But this on the screen. This is what you're supposed to accept this and choose this, and because it's a black man, it's supposed to be okay. It's not. It's not okay. Anyway, let me head out for my second job. Second job for today. I'm gonna take a brief walk and try to get in some more steps. But yeah, this on the screen, it's not a pretty picture. And guess what? Neither is life. When we sign up to carry the seed of poverty D, you deserve better. And that's why I said not to be like, oh, you think you're too good, think you're better. No. We need to have the conversations. And maybe we've already carried the seed of poverty and it's here. Okay, fine. Let's try and do better for the next generation. We have suffered enough. Race loyalty hasn't gotten us anywhere. Loyalty to these men, the black men, where has it gotten you? Time to get some money. You know what they do. So yeah. So sometimes poverty is a choice. You know better, you do better. Guess what? You deserve better. When it comes to life decisions, and especially when it comes to partners, please choose wisely. And I'm out.